the song with your heart. Play the song with your heart.
And one time. What is good, YouTube? This your boy Aaron,
It's Brian. Salute.
and this is the
That's gonna be
courtside
the
view.
permanent intro from now
Really?
on.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll get used to it. And this is the courtside view podcast, and today we are back, and we are reacting to some topics. The Super Bowl is a week away. We'll get down to the road on that one. We'll give our predictions the next week. But for right now, I want to talk about something else. Number one, we're going to take it a different direction this week. We're going to talk about something that we don't normally talk about. We talked about it before months ago. I want to talk about it, again, because something transpired last night that just has Twitter on an uproar, and that is WWE. So SmackDown, they have SmackDown on Friday, and they at the end of the show, it was Cody Rhodes and it was Roman Reigns, who is the undisputed Universal Champion as of right now. And things sort of transpired. Cody Rhodes was talking and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, he said something that shook the world, that shook me as well. And if you notice, Brian, in the background as he was saying it, there was like these two brothers, and they were wearing like WWE belts, whatever, and they were shocked. They were like, what? And it was when he said, I'm not going to take your belts at WrestleMania and stuff. So that was already a shocker. I'm like, what the hell is about to happen? And then all of a sudden, he pretty much was like, hey, I do know somebody that knows you very well, and then it's The Rock, and he comes out. And I knew The Rock was gonna be there. It was rumored that there was like a photo of him at like a gym in Alabama, Birmingham, Alabama, where
Mhm.
the event is held and stuff. So I was like, damn, is he really about to pull up? And guess what? He did pull up, and it was like a stare down and all this other stuff. And there's been a lot of controversy over it. The video with the segment that has Cody and The Rock staring down Roman Reigns, it has over 200,000 dislikes, which is the most dislikes for the WWE video on YouTube. So that just lets you know how many people are frustrated with it. It honestly, in my opinion, it's a slap in the face. I started watching wrestling again last year. It was around June-ish or whatever. So I've been sort of keeping up with things, and it's a slap in the face because they've been building this up for like almost 2 years between these two individuals. And Cody won the Royal Rumble twice in a row, which is very rare. I think only a handful of people has ever done it. And he lost the chance to win a title last year at WrestleMania. And we thought, okay, he's gonna get another opportunity winning in the Royal Rumble. He beat CM Punk. He got the cosign from Brock Lesnar and CM Punk. All right, let's see what's gonna happen. And CM Punk gets injured, which was not part of their plan. The plan was they were going to have CM Punk versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, and they were going to have Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. But because of CM Punk getting injured, it sort of altered their plans. The Rock comes through, and he's been hinting this since September. If you remember, he was on the Pat McAfee show, and he talked about wanting to do a WrestleMania sort of match with Roman Reigns, and he's been hinting this for a while, but for whatever reason, he thought, hey, the CM Punk injury, this is my time to shine. He got an executive position on the board for TKO slash WWE, and he thought, hey, how about we do this? How about we have me versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania instead of Cody versus Roman Reigns? And a lot of people, including myself, just felt like we were betrayed, like we were slapped in the face. I'm not a Cody fan. I'm a fan of great storytelling, and this was just an egregious left turn that they pulled. Man, you could see in Cody's face as he looked at The Rock and he was staring him down. There was like a there's like I posted it on the story for the podcast on Instagram. Like you could tell like this dude, he was not happy about it at all. And I don't know what the hell The Rock told him as they were sort of hugging it out, whatever. I don't know what he told him. I don't know if you remember that video. Lakeith, is it Lakeith Stanfield? It was that video with him and that one guy, and they were sort of like complimenting each other,
Hmm.
but they weren't really complimenting each other. It was like a it was hilarious. It reminded me of that. But yeah, what is your reaction to it? I mean, you said you watched it, but what is your reaction to it, man?
Um, so I'm a super, super, super casual wrestling fan. I was watching the match. I was like, who are these people? But but I pretty much know the big storylines. And yeah, they absolutely are doing Cody Rhodes dirty. He was supposed to, first of all, he was supposed to finish the story last year.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what direction WWE Triple H is trying to go with this Roman Reigns title run. Do they want him to break Hogan's record or not? Who knows?
who
But
knows?
at this point, it's getting ridiculous. Like this is just continuously drawn out and drawn out and drawn out. And I understand, oh, The Rock versus Roman is such a bigger draw, but like it's a storyline involved. Like it really doesn't make sense to me. I'm just confused. And those 200,000 dislikes absolutely deserve because they playing in the WWE fans' face. And CM Punk yet again was right. Remember
Mm.
he told, I saw that clip on Twitter when he was talking to Cody. Was that Raw? On
Mm-hmm.
Raw? Yep. And lo and behold, look what happened.
Yeah, man. He spoke the future. I didn't even think none of it. I was like, oh my God, that was just such a great promo to get ready for the Royal Rumble when they face each other because I knew it was probably gonna come down to those two. But he predicted the future. He predicted the future because it's exactly how it went. And then also people brought up the pipe bomb promo, which was him sort of going off on Vince McMahon and everybody behind the scenes because he felt like he was hoed out of a WrestleMania main event spot because of The Rock. So 10 years later, well, more than 10 years, honestly, The Rock hold somebody else out of a spot for the main event. It's unbelievable. It really is how like you can do everything. Like Cody has worked his ass off the past year. He's been in almost every event for Raw for Monday Night Raw. He's even gone to SmackDown as well. He's had great matches. He's done all this other stuff. Stuff that Roman Reigns doesn't do. Stuff that some of these other wrestlers don't do. And for him to just get sidelined for The Rock, which he is a big deal. But at the end of the day, you could do that at like a SummerSlam. You could do that at the Elimination Chamber, have that match. Why you got to do it at WrestleMania? Like you don't have to do it at WrestleMania. That just makes no sense to me. And it's truly a slap to the face to the fans of WWE because we're watching this product. We're investing in this product. It's like it's just imagine like you watching I'll go back in the day. I'll go back to the 80s when the Lakers when Magic Johnson lost to Larry Bird in 1984. Just imagine Magic Johnson not being able to atone for what he did in 1984, and he wasn't able to get back in 1985 and get his revenge. Like, just imagine Magic Johnson not being able to do. He lost to Larry Bird, his rival, and not being able to get that sweet revenge. It's the same thing with this. It's like you build up this storyline. You these guys like sort of go back and forth on the promos and all this other stuff. It gets very personal and everything like that. He gets hold out of the title because of the bloodline, like always. And he does everything. He faces all these different people. And for you to just say, better luck next time, that's just messed up, man. That really is. It reminds me. I remember there was one time, Rey Mysterio had the WWE title for one. It
Yes.
wasn't even one day. It was the same night. John Cena snatched it from him, and then it was. I know Daniel Bryan. He was getting hold a lot. Finally, he was able to get
They they
his
they they hold Jeff Hardy too when he had
yeah.
his title.
Yeah, they hold him as well. Like they hold a lot of people, man. And this one right
Oh
here
my
just
goodness, Kofi got hold too.
he did by Brock Lesnar. Yep. It
Yeah.
was like five, it's like maybe 8 seconds into the match, and they just gave him an F5 and that was it. Like they've done so many egregious things. I thought we were getting past that because Vince was out the door. By the way, Vince, ugh, man, them oh my God, those allegations. Good Lord, that is just bad, bad, bad. But I thought since he was out of the door that we wouldn't have this problem anymore. Just looking at the Royal Rumble and the fact that there wasn't any sort of guest appearances per se, besides Pat McAfee. But Pat McAfee, he's like the announcer and stuff, so I wouldn't really call that necessarily like a guest appearance. When I say guest appearance, I'm talking about one of them old like wrestlers, legends, and they come through and they want to be part of the Royal Rumble. We didn't have none of that. It was pretty much just the rosters. They just utilized the rosters and they wanted to give them the spotlight. And I thought it was great. And I thought we were just heading towards that direction. But lo and behold, I was wrong. They going back to the old, oh, let's bring back a legend in the game and then, have them go against the current guy in the WWE, and then we're gonna make money off of it. And it's like, no, man, like you're doing fine as it is. You don't need to go back, go to a legend and have him try to main event and make you money because you were making money regardless. I mean, last year they were making a lot of money. A lot of people was there. A lot of people was there in attendance. It was sold out. This year, it's already going to be sold out in Philadelphia. You don't need to do all that. And the fact that they did that just speaks to greed, and that just speaks to not giving a damn about, your current roster. Your current roster. I'm looking at all of these dudes. I'm looking at Drew McIntyre. Honestly, this decision has me concerned for the rest of the roster going forward because I'm looking at all these dudes and they've built a character that people really like, and I'm thinking to myself like, are they going to get opportunity? I'm looking at Drew McIntyre and his promo he did it was Monday when he was like pretty much like throwing salt at the wound at CM Punk. Like he looked at CM Punk in his face and said, I pray for your downfall and I'm glad it came true. So like stuff like that, I'm looking at it, I'm like, damn, is he gonna get an opportunity? Because I'm thinking, oh, he's gonna, go against Seth at WrestleMania and maybe get the World Heavyweight title. But the way that it's looking, I don't think that's gonna happen. And I'm very frustrated because we've I've watched a lot of these shows, and the fact that they did it's just egregious. It's just egregious.
But like I
Like,
said, I'm super casual, so I don't have super strong feelings about it. But but from a storytelling stand, it just doesn't make sense.
hmm exactly, and like they gave they gave the title to like Logan Paul, who's like a part timer who doesn't. I mean, he's wrestled before, but like he's a influencer and all this other stuff. Like he wasn't in the WWE a whole lot and stuff. Like they doing all the stuff. Like there's guys on the roster that people love that we want to see hold a belt, and they're just like, nah, we're gonna go a different direction. It's like, come on, man. Like that's just crazy. Like they calling Seth Rollins Super Rollins. Like he's John Cena when he had the talent. They called him Super Cena because he kept getting away with just a bunch of crap, whatever. And yeah, man, it's just a disaster, man. It's just a disaster. That's all I wanted to say on that matter because I felt like it's just a big deal. I hope they I hope they pull back on it though. I don't like please don't do this. Like please. Thursday, they're gonna make an announcement who's gonna face Roman Reigns. Please, please punt this idea and go back to the original idea. Don't do that. All right.
Cold world, still a cold world. And a couple of y'all is cool, but we a little more thorough. Whole time, a little more girls. You know I spit that sick shit and it's still no cure. Hold up, loud packs like I got